A warm welcome. Myself, Drishya, Assistant Professor at Vedavyasa College of Architecture, Karat, Kerala. Today, I will be talking about the study analysis and regeneration strategies for historic town of Matangeri in Kochi, Kerala. The historic town of Matangeri was the older and more native trading port of Kochi city. It is situated in the Kochi city of Kerala and is one among the three major parts of the entire Cochin Corporation. The town can be accessed by both roadways and waterways. A wide variety of indigenous communities found their way over the time to Matangeri, making their own settlements and living here for centuries. The same is depicted in the map, which showcases various religious, political, educational, and institutional structures in Matangeri belonging to a wide variety of communities. To talk about the birth of the city, we need to first understand the ancient city of Muziris and the famous international spice trade routes. The spice trade routes, also known as maritime trade routes, are sea trade networks linking the east to the west. And Muziris was the bustling trade hub that emerged from this historic spice trade routes. Situated in present-day Kodungalur city in Kerala, the decline of the Muziris city due to the 1341 flood led to a sea mouth opening along the coastal stretch, which later came to be the city of Kochi. Therefore, the birth and growth of city revolved around the aspect of trade. Moving through the timeline of Kochi, we observe that the city has been conquered multiple times by different political powers that ruled India from Portuguese to Dutch to British rule. Each era of colonial power saw large boost in trade activities as the new city has become the nodal point of major international and regional trade network. This also led to the various communities migrating to the city of Kochi in hope of new and better life. It is therefore seen the coming up of major heritage structures in the city with historical, religious, and political importance. The succession map of the city described clearly how each rule contributed to the urban morphology and growth of the city. Thus, with the advent of the first colonial rule, that is the Portuguese period, the city divided itself into two parts, Fort Kochi and Matangeri region. One being the colonial part and the other the indigenous part of the region, and thus came in the town of Matangeri. As depicted in the map, the Bazaar Street became the immediate land zone occupied by the traders and merchants from the 14th century, as it is bordered by water edge. With each rule, the urban fabric extended and spread all across the region, giving rise to another central trade axis of current Matangeri, the Palace Road. Finally, the formation of Wellington Island, the urban fabric boosted in the city, but also led to the decline of trade activities and the new port rose to power. Trade attracted power and power brought in transformations to the city and in turn the town of Matangeri. As described in the timeline and succession map, the town of Matangeri became the host of culturally diverse communities residing together, street apart in this settlement harmoniously. More than 13 different communities are present in Matangeri today, such as Gujaratis, Jains, Muslims, Konkanis, Tamil Brahmins, Christians, Jews, etc. Therefore, the major cultural asset of the town lies broadly within the category of communities and trade aspects or the amalgamation of both. The current slide depicts the major heritage structures present in the city and its relationship with both the timeline and the communities present. Thus, a large number of living heritage structures with different architectural features and planning typologies coexist in the region, imparting both historical and cultural value to the significance of the city. The second major aspect is trade, which can be seen in through the two major streets of Matangeri, the Palace Road and the Bazaar Road. Both the streets came into being with the origin of the city and still remain the major trade hubs of the region. Palace Road is one of the major trade activity nodes of Matangeri. Palace Road still remains as the main commercial backbone and central axis of the historic town of Matangeri. It is also a central arm which branches into diverse community settlements. Major religious structures such as Tirumala Devasam Temple, commercial markets such as fruits and vegetable markets, and institutional buildings lie along the road. The urban form of the bazaar road is a resultant of traditional trade activities that took place along the backwaters. The street holds unique typology of godowns and some of the major heritage structures. It is the only place in Mattancherry where we witness the traditional trade activities. The town of Mattancherry is the remaining few fragments of the famous spice trade route systems that once flourished across the world, which is still depicted through its commercial trade hubs and cultural communities, imparting both historic and cultural value to the significance of the city. The city of Mattancherry remains the most unusual assembly of the historic built structures, social systems, and trade practices seen in India. The Bazaar Road is a business and trade hub of the town of Mattancherry, which still exhibit traces of trade activities and unique built typologies. Built structures along Bazaar Road stretch remain intact to a great extent but subjected to growing urbanization and uncontrolled development, thus extensively erasing the unique built typology of warehouses along the stretch. Yet the street has a great strength of being the major tourism nodes of the city. To understand and derive the significance of Bazaar Road, the mapping analysis of various cultural assets associated with the street is undertaken. Similar to the case of the overall city, the major assets are related to the communities and trade aspects and have derived from each other or an amalgamation of both the aspects. The community associations with Bazaar Road is majorly linked with the godowns along the stretch. The map depicts the diversity of ownership of these structures within the street. These strongly bring forward the major link between the communities of Mattancherry and the built godowns of Bazaar Road. Three major religious structures stand along the road, establishing strong relationship with cultural communities that migrated into the town from the 14th century. These structures impart both religious and historical value to the stretch. The Kalvati Canal and the Dutch Palace are situated on either end of the road, both representing symbols of major political power that ruled the city. Moving on in detail about the heritage godowns along the stretch. The history of these godowns date back to the late 1800s with the migration of the Gujarati community for trade. They build these unique typology of structures that cater both the trade activities present during the time and also act as temporary residential quarters for these merchants. They consist of ground floors with retail shops and offices on the side facing the Bazaar Road, and the rest of the structure consists of large double-height storage spaces. Courtyard is the focal node in the space making of these godowns. Courtyard functions as the ventilation shaft for these godowns. A through-and-through access connects the waterways with the busy street, making these godowns much more unique and important to the street. The two typology of these godowns are formed with respect to the courtyard design. Courtyard as a functional element and courtyard as a space-making element. Both of them are formed with respect to the godowns they take in for storage. One of the typology act as ventilation and light for the goods that are stored, wherein the other typology act as drying spices for the spice. These godowns also possess a number of traditional construction techniques used to build these heavy, tall storage spaces, including buttresses and timber roof structures. The ornamentation works on windows and door openings are also influenced by the colonial style architecture. The still functioning aspect of these godowns give rise to the traditional loading-unloading activities observed along the stretch, apart from the other religious activities associated with these heritage structures. Trade being the major factor in the formation of settlements in Mattancherry and the key element linking these diverse cultural communities in the region, the Bazaar Road with its spice shops and large warehouses remain the only surviving physical evidence of the vast trade activities that once flourished in the region of Mattancherry. The spatial arrangement and its usage heavily depend on the trade activities, associated communities, and the type of goods which were stored in these massive double height structures, closely packed along the water edge bordering the city of Mattancherry along the eastern edge. These aspects not only contribute to the architectural and aesthetic value of the place, but also significantly add associational and communal values to the Bazaar Road stretch. The conditions affecting the significance of Bazaar Road were mapped through site observations and few interactions with the stakeholders. The urban transformation of the site is seen in the heritage structures, urban fabric, and water edge conditions of the city. The map depicting the various conditions of godowns along the stretch clearly depicts the immediate need for the conservation and revitalization of these significant heritage structures. Loss of the functionality, decline in trade activities, lack of awareness among the public are the major reason for the current condition of these heritage structures. Therefore, incorporating a new and adaptive use to these structures remain mandatory for the conservation of the built fabric as well as the intangible significance they possess with the city and the street. The water edge conditions along Bazaar Road also falls under this category of severe dilapidation and negligence. The reasons being the same as the built heritage conditions, these two major aspects along the street, the godowns and the water edge, are currently under major threat of completely vanishing from the region. Being said so, the ongoing Kochi Water Metro project has one of its terminals along the water edge, thus giving a new opportunity of redevelopment of the area. Therefore, the major aspect of trade has been suppressed with the decline of trade. The elevation of the street of the stretch of in Bazaar Road details out the various conditions of these godowns. Haphazard boarding, use of incompatible materials for renovation, lack of proper maintenance, etc. Major reason being negligence and ignorance. The high maintenance cost for these heritage structures is one justification brought about by the owners of the godowns. The elevation also identifies a few corridors that link the street with the water edge directly, which are also in a very bad state today. The shift of trade activities to the street entirely has also given rise to major congestions along Bazaar Street. The heavy trucks used for loading and unloading activities block the street entirely, creating prolonged traffic blocks in the region. Being said so, the opportunities that lie along the stretch majorly include the tourism aspect, which is currently the emerging backbone of the city, replacing the aspect of trade. The Bazaar Street being the major link between the two major heritage zones of the region, and also incorporating major religious heritage structures along the street, tourism can be a good aspect to take up for the conservation of the site. Mattancherry is also home to a very famous Kochi Binale that takes place in the state. Various godowns along the stretch are used as gallery spaces during Binale. Clubbed with the Kochi Water Metro project and the master plan of Kochi 2031, wherein Mattancherry is identified as a heritage zone, an integrated approach keeping tourism as a tool can be incorporated on the site of Bazaar Road. Being said so, the strategies proposed for the region must cater to all the stakeholders associated with the site, especially with permanent stakeholders. These strategy diagrams for each of the conditions listed above bring us to the conclusion of the proposal aspects: sustainable development, community participation, responsible tourism, and minimal reversible interventions. The vision put forward is conserve and restore the critical heritage assets of the area and ensure proper context on the development of projects to complement the heritage environment. Create a positive impact to the area and its economy by promoting the upcoming tourism aspect of the region by introducing schemes for increased visitation and increased expenditure through new tourism products. The following diagram is a structural plan depicting major strategies proposed for the site of Bazaar Road. Adaptive reuse method is adopted to conserve the heritage structures along the street, but incorporating multifunctional aspects to it. Recreational zones with or without parking zones for the open grounds and completely dilapidated structure sites. Pedestrian-friendly walkways along the Bazaar Road by creating better pedestrian pathways and rerouting of heavy traffic to other major roads during peak times and allocating special timings for heavy trucks for loading and unloading activities. Creating corridors from streets to water edge and waterfront promenade for water edge of Mattancherry, incorporating waterways and food kiosks. The major outcomes are to conserve the existing heritage godowns with proper adaptive reuse strategies, to provide a clean and attractive urban environment to enhance the pedestrian experience, to revitalize the waterfront areas and establish a positive link between the street and the water edge, to add to the tourism experiences. The adaptive reuse aspect, recreational zones and waterfront aspects have been detailed out further. Creating a multifunctional space catering to both the living communities and the visiting tourist is a necessary component in the proposal. Therefore, various structures within the abandoned and dilapidated godowns were identified for various adaptive reuse aspects. These are zones with respect to the proximity to tourist structures, residential communities, or religious buildings. Recreational spaces can be divided into public, open ground spaces, parks for the public, closed community spaces for exclusively community gatherings, and parking zones. The following diagram depicts how each built currently in bad condition will cater to adaptive reuse aspect proposed. A few major guidelines to be kept in mind are any interventions made completely should be reversible or either be minimal. They should be compatible to the existing built fabric of the structure. New materials are preferred to be used which can be distinguished from the old materials yet be compatible. Any structural interventions must include a structural conservationist in its proposals. This two-strategy diagram clearly explains the various principles and people association that needs to be considered while implementing the strategies. Finally, the waterfront development aspect. Some of the aspects include the new design of the deck and pathways must be sensitive to the existing historic fabric adjacent to them. Care must be taken not to hinder or damage the existing historic fabric while the new constructions are made. The connecting corridors must act as information channels depicting the importance of waterways and the Vembanad Lake to the birth and growth of the city. Food kiosks and gathering spaces along the water edge contribute to the social development of the place, thus once again giving life and function to the area. Information panels along the water edge walkways describing importance of the trade and waterways to create awareness among the public and the local communities associated with the area. Therefore, it is a balance between the development and the heritage that needs to be found and worked further on these historic towns. Future can be based on two concepts, past being the point of continuity or past being the point of departure. Thank you.